study time, I thought that I would paint my craft slash office upstairs. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I haven't taken the time because I always have something to do, it seems like. And so I thought, you know what? Today I'm going to do that while I study for cardiac arrhythmias. And so while I was doing that, before I could paint, there was like lots of stuff stacked around that I needed to go through because it was in the way of my painting. Normally I would just step on it and paint around it, but I thought, you know what? I'm a grown-up. I am going to do this the right way. I am not going to do it the old Barbara way. You know, like I turned over a new leaf. Anyway, so I'm going through all my stuff and I realized that here is Aubrey's graduation cards, her invitations. They're all nice and neat. They're all filled out and they're in envelopes and they're in the box ready to send out. And so I think, is there a statute of limitations on giving out cards, on sending out graduation invitations? If there is, I guess I will just maybe file them with Kyle's graduation cards and probably my wedding invitations and thank you cards. I don't know if 30 years, do they let you still send stuff like that out 30 years? Can I use a 30-year ago stamp? Like, can I pay 26 cents instead of 50 something cents a stamp? So I was looking at those and I thought, you know, so whilst I was looking at the graduation invitations and trying to decide what I should do with them, I remembered that her graduation gown, it had come the same day as her graduation invitations. And we all know that because of the big C-19, graduation plans were like up in the air. Like, who knew what we were gonna do? And so her graduation invitations, don't be disappointed. It had the wrong date on it anyways. And so her gown came in the mail the same day as her invitations. They came together. They all came from Wingard. We paid like $6 million for them. I know we could have made that gown for less, but I thought that I would be really nice to Aubrey and iron her graduation gown for her. The first part went really well, but apparently that type of fabric is not made to iron. It's not made to iron. I believe whilst I was ironing, I did see a tag that said, do not use an iron. And so I was just ironing along, proud of myself, being a good mom. And I was thinking, oh, all the other moms are doing this, I'll do this too. I burned a hole in it. I burned a hole in the back. I could smell it. And it's not really a burn in this kind of material. It's more like a melted, I don't know, polyester pair of tights. I don't know. Because it just melts up into a little wad. And I was like, oh, how am I gonna hide this from Aubrey? I know she's going to notice. And so I just took her little gown and I went downstairs real fast and I just threw it in her room. So graduation night came. She's like, I need my gown ironed. And I'm thinking, well, you should have done that beforehand. Right now is not a good time to be thinking about doing your gown. And so I'm like, okay, Aubrey, I'm finishing up your dress. I will iron your gown. So she brings it to me. And I start ironing. I really didn't have the iron on because I knew what would happen. And then I'm like, Aubrey, your gown has a hole in it. How did it get a hole in it? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, how long did you leave that in the back of your car? Did you leave it in the back window of your car for 2 or 3 months? Aubrey, if you can't take care of your stuff, things like this are going to happen. Now you're going to have to wear a gown to graduation that has a hole in the back. This is a shame. If you would have told me, I would have brought it in the house and I would have hung it up and let it hang and let the wrinkles fall out of it like all the other mamas did. But you didn't. This is your own fault. So, you know, graduation, they had the lights off anyways. We all had our little masks on. We were hyperventilating. Nobody could tell. There was a hole in the back of her gown, I don't think. I didn't look. But I did lead her to believe that she put the hole in the back of her gown because of her irresponsibility. That's what good mamas do. That's what they do, train their children up right. So, if you get an invitation from us, maybe I'll just put like several invitations to different things and some thank you cards, and I'll just throw them all in one packet, and you'll get like a packet in the mail. I always like getting packets. You don't have to initial any of it, send it back. Just be happy that you got all of these little invitations. And it'll be like Christmas morning, and you'll be like, oh, Kyle graduated? My goodness, where did time go? And like, Kyle got married? He just doesn't even seem like he's old enough to get married yet. And like I said, it'll be like Christmas. And so tune in next time. Be sure and like this, because I'm probably going to get fired someday and I'm going to need a little extra income. So like my little page on YouTube. You can share it too. And maybe we'll all get rich. And remember what I always tell Aubrey, except for this is the truth. If you don't set your goals high, you will not be disappointed when you fail. That is words of wisdom. You will never be disappointed if you always expect the worst. Words to live by. See you next time.